If you are scared with the PT reading module, especially with the reading fill in the blanks type of questions, then you are not alone. But it's time that you take out those fears and then start attacking the PT reading fill in the blanks questions with the techniques. The top 10 tricks and techniques that I'm going to share with you in this video will lay the foundation for your entire PT reading preparation. So like and subscribe with the bell icon. Let's watch it right till the end to understand all those things. Hey everyone, this is Anurag here from Edutrainex PT. I hope you all are doing great. Now with PT reading, when we talk to students, every time they get scared because of the time, because of the type of questions. So that's why we take it very, very seriously, especially the reading fill in the blanks questions. And that's why you see the type of videos that we produce on YouTube, especially attacking this particular module in every single manner that is possible. The patterns, the tricks, the vocabulary, the collocations, everything we cover for you. And you must have seen the scorecard of our latest student, Tejas, who managed to get a perfect 90 score in the PT exam. He started with a 60 score in the reading module and then managed to get to a 90 score within a short amount of time. So you can be one of them. If you need any live class assistance or paid coaching with us, you do WhatsApp us or Telegram us, where we not only offer you unlimited classes, the portal access, all the goodies, vocabulary list and complete list. But if you're already preparing by yourself or have invested money in some other institute, we do offer some goodies like 2 types of membership plans, which will give you access to different types of ebooks. Priority access will give you access to the most repeated questions ebook, whereas the VIP will not only give you to the access to the most repeated questions ebook, whereas it will also give you vocabulary ebook, grammar ebook, the spellings list from the current month, again in the form of ebook, and then you also have the templates, all the templates. And then also exclusive access to our videos, only member only videos. So do explore them all. All the links are given in the description. So time to attack the PT reading module with these 10 techniques. First things first, the fastest way, because the time is constrained right now in the exam, the fastest way to understand and beat the exam is with collocations. Now in the previous videos of this month or in the past month, I have shared you a very important criteria over here. Collocation is nothing but how two words are fitting together as they have been used from a long time. So you see the examples over here. Collective action, apply the force. You don't execute a force, you apply a force, or you combine an effort. Okay, the root cause, pay attention, make effort. Now these are collocation with words. In the exam, you're also tested with the collocations or the word partnership with the prepositions. And that is where the vocabulary ebook can play a crucial role. We update it every single month with the words, every single word that is coming in the reading module, in the fill in the blanks questions. We give all the details, all the collocations, all the prepositions that can be used with those words. So it is very handy, and the student, all the students, especially the last one I mentioned who got a 90 score, he went through it very thoroughly. That's how we can do the collocations quickly and also do more reading. So how can we solve if we see an exam question like this using collocation? First thing, you attack the question. Step number 1 is always see if you find any words collocating. So I see the word over here, the way we deliver medical. Medical dash is evolving. So something is evolving over here. And what are we talking about? New technologies, MRIs, physiological data obtained from CT scan, computed tomography scans, the way we deliver medical dash is evolving. So what are we talking about? Are we talking about data, medical advances, diagnosis, or equipments? What are these things helping us to do? They are helping you to find the root cause, right? That is why we go for the scans, or not we, people who need to do. So it helps to diagnose, and that is very commonly used. When someone visits a doctor, then he says, we need to diagnose the root cause. Okay, 2 collocations. Diagnose, which is related to medical, and root cause, which the one which we saw in the previous slide. So collocations can help you as simple as that. Even in the last video where I shared you a very low intensity passage where you had a very short passage and 3 to 4 blanks, collocations helped us straight away to get 3 answers. Next one, owing to these with technological, you don't use decisions, you don't use data or tools, you use technological advances or advancements of technologies. Both ways you can use it. So again, we got the second answer using collocation. Diagnostic radiographers now need a deeper dash of the theoretical principles and operational aspects of the latest generations of scanners. So what do they need? Diagnostic radiographers now need a deeper dash, deeper formula, theory, answers, deeper knowledge. So you guys as well need a deeper understanding, deeper knowledge of collocations, how you use it with them. Now see, if you were not very sure what word will fit over here, you continue reading and you saw the words like diagnostic. That will help you to understand that diagnosis is something that we were referring to, and that also helps you to choose the answer. So we cannot ignore the collocations, very important. It is clearly mentioned in the PT scoring guidelines that these questions require you to master the collocations. So as much as you can, go through this list, because this list is only focused on the words that are appearing in the exam. We don't add words from our own side, what we think about, but we focus only on the words that are coming in the exam. And that's why this is very focused vocabulary ebook that we are referring to. Next one is grammar. Of course, grammar cannot be ignored for the reading fill in the blanks. Numerous tricks, numerous shortcuts can be applied, and that's why we have a dedicated PT grammar video where I will also show you some tricks in this video, but we do have a lot more because grammar is very vast and the tricks also are vast. So all you need to do is first of all understand the grammar clearly, what they are, how the subject verb object fits together, how adjectives comes before a noun, how adverbs come close to the verb, because once you understand the type of words, what is their intention, what are they required to do, then you will understand where to put them. And then comes the articles. Articles are always used with nouns, those kind of simple things. Keep it simple, things will start getting more clear in your mind. Okay, so don't just rely on the shortcuts. Break it out the way we present to you, break it out into simple word types, then start applying the grammar shortcuts or the tricks. Then you will be much faster. So of course, there are different grammar patterns, like after has or have, verb 3 will come. After is, if it is not used in the verb form, then ing will come or verb 3 will come. We have two of those videos, latest videos as well as leaked amazing videos as well. Grammar shortcuts. So in total, you will have 20 grammar shortcuts. We'll show you the thumbnails here and the links in the description. So make sure you are also going through those type of videos. And then what I told you about the grammar shortcuts and the patterns. So patterns related to conjunctions, patterns related to tenses, and patterns related to how to recognize the different word types. These three videos, again, we'll put those links in the description, as well as we'll show it over here. One of them is really helpful, where you just understand that words ending with tion, shun, is always noun. Word ending with ness, nes is always noun. So that is the kind of pattern we are sharing with you already. You just need to explore them. Now let's start using the grammar in one of the exam questions. What do you understand? I will show you the grammar pattern over here, and then you will be able to give the answer to me. The UNSW, which is University of New South Wales University, provides training. Do we see any grammar pattern over here? This is the singular subject, and that's why you used a plural verb in the simple present tense form. As simple as that. This is universal. I told you about the articles are always used with the nouns, and this is the noun over here. UNSW is just describing the noun, so that is an adjective in this case or very specific in this case. The university provides training, verb, and in this case, this is used as a noun, as a training. ing not necessarily means verbs, okay? Training, learning, accounting, these can also be used as nouns. So over here, you clearly see verb is used to connect the subject and the object together. Someone provides training. So this is definitely a noun over here. And the next pattern, you see comma there, comma, and then you have a blank, and then you see another noun. And then and ensures preparation, another noun. So what do we see over here? Repetition of verb and noun combination, and over here as well, verb and noun combination. I already told you words ending with tion are always nouns. So what do you see here? Grammar consistency. Which type of word do we need over here? Definitely verb. Now in this case, all of them are verbs. Which type of verb? That also you understand from the subject itself. Subject is singular, so we need a plural verb. So university offers courses, right? So that's why you straight away choose this answer with the help of grammar. All right. The next grammar shortcut or the next grammar pattern that you have to see based on the course you have. After has, have, had, always verb 3 will come. Okay. Only in case when you are using I had my food or I have something. So in the state of being, in that case, have itself is used as a verb. Okay. So let's see how many verb 3s do you see here. Based on the course you have chosen is in the verb 3 form, taught is in the verb 3 form, choose and select is in the verb 1 form. So we can completely eliminate these two answer options and then use the context. What is it telling you? Based on the course, you have taught. You are not teaching there. You have chosen. You have selected. So this will become your correct answer. This was the first answer. And what about the third one? To ensure a smooth enrollment process, you must submit all your dash to the admissions office. All your, it is hinting you that you have to choose. Now, if you see over here, all of them are noun form. But all signifies that we have to choose a plural noun. Anything more than one will require a plural noun. So all we have to select documents. You can ignore the remaining even though it is making more sense. Why? Because the grammar is not allowing you here. Mark sheet, all your mark sheets, all your data can be used. Yes, data has both singular and plural form. All your details, but it is not asking for your data because we are applying for a course over here. We submit in the form of documents to the university. Just be practical. Simple common sense will be able to help you. We are submitting data or we are submitting documents. So in this case, more contextual, more meaningful is definitely documents. So that's how we selected. But you do see that the grammar can help you to solve the questions, to cut down elimination, cut down the answer options which do not make sense or do not agree with the grammar. Okay, let's move on to the third aspect. Grammar, collocation, we all know are required. Let's go to the something that is called as inner feeling. When we do not have time, what we do is we start trusting our inner feelings. Where does it come from? The whole life, what you have done. The way you have read, the way you have understood the words, the way you have understood the concepts, those things will start coming out and shouting in your head. I think this is correct. I think that is correct. If you have used it in the wrong manner, so even though it is a wrong answer in this question, your brain or your inner feeling will tell you that this is the correct answer. That is what is called as inner feeling or gut feeling, some people call it. So you still need to use the hints and the clues that are given to you in the question and then try to analyze whether your gut feeling and the grammar and the collocation and the context, everything agrees together. So let's see an example, what I exactly mean by that. Right. So I'm saying I am dash away all my library books. As I'm moving to another city, you don't need to dash any money for any of these books. So what am I trying to do? I am spending away all of my library books, or I'm giving away, I'm reward away. See, I am, after I am or he is, what I told you, what we learn from the grammar shortcuts is definitely ing or verb 3. But if your inner gut feeling, you have been using like rewarding the books or give books. So give the books is a very good collocation. But you may be thinking, if it was money, I am spending all my money. So there you have to choose spending. But if your gut feeling is telling you some other words, then you will choose the wrong words. So depending on how you have been using those words will conflict over there. So always choose the simple one, break it down. What exactly is the text trying to tell us? That the guy or whoever is I over here is giving away the books because he is moving to another city, he or she. So that's why I am giving away. And grammar also agrees because we need a verb 3 or ing. So only spending and giving can fit here, and spending is not making sense because spending is used with money. Right? You don't need to dash any money. Now we are talking about money. So you don't need to dash any money for any of these books. Finance any money, pay any money, gifting any money, paying any money. You don't need to. After 2, again, we know after 2, if you do not know and your gut feeling is telling you to finance any money, so that is telling you wrong thing. We are talking about paying over here. Why? Because you don't need to. That's what it is telling you. You don't need to pay any money. And after 2, we always know that verb 1 will come most of the time. 99% of the time, verb 1 will come, or a noun can also come. So in this case, you only see verbs as option. Finance over here can be used as nouns, can be used as verb as well. I am financing this project as an activity. So need to pay in the verb 1 form will become your best answer over here. So do trust your gut feeling, but only if you are very, very thorough. If you're not very thorough with the English language, the words, the grammar, then first you need to improve your gut feeling and then start applying it in the exam. So that is also one thing you need to improve on. Next one is context-based questions. Context-based question, you have to understand the context. Of course, there will be big passages like this, only less number of blanks. Now, this is a common phenomena in the PT exam right now. What can we do about it? We have to be a fast reader. We have to comprehend things quickly. So you have to start reading from the beginning and understand the context, because some questions are really context based. They can't be just solved using grammar, because if you see, the type of words are exactly the same type of words. These are all adjectives. These are all verb 3s. So grammar can't help you. Yes, collocations can partly help you, but some questions do require for you to understand the passage. They do definitely put one type of this question in every of your exam. Okay, so whenever you're going for it, you will face one type of this type of question. So let's look into deep dive into the question. Alan Turing, a British mathematician and computer scientist, developed the foundation of modern computing in mid-1990s, drawing on existing mathematical and mechanical components. Okay, understood. Who was he? Mathematician, computer scientist. He developed something using so and so concepts. A brilliant logician by profession, Turing designed a dash computational system that integrated ideas from various scientific fields for the purpose of problem solving and code breaking. Okay, so he did something remarkable. That's why we are talking about it, right? In mid-1900s, very, very long time back. He also introduced several groundbreaking innovations of his own. So he did something. So what did he develop? We are talking about a code-breaking, problem-solving computer that he devised, he made. So which type of system did he make? Now you see, computational system, it's a noun. And of course, these are all adjectives describing the noun. But what is making sense over here? Fragile? Fragile is something that can be broken down easily. It's not making sense. Fragile system is not worth it. Out of context. What about the pleasing and gratifying? Pleasing, did he develop this system to please someone as a pleasing system to please someone? Again, not making sense. Eliminate. Gratifying, gratifying, if you don't know the meaning of the word, gratify comes from the meaning gratification as a gratitude to someone, thankfulness to someone. That is what gratifying means. Again, the context is not telling us that he made this as a tribute or as a gratification, as a thankfulness to something or someone. So again, eliminate it. A complete, many times simple words can definitely be the answer. A complete system that integrated ideas from several places. So it was a complete system making perfect sense. So who told you that only complex words are the answers? Many a times, I have seen it personally in the exam, they will put some very complex words in the answer options just to confuse you. And most of the times, it will be the simple answers. And that is a fact again. So we found the first answer, which is complete. And then the next sentence is telling you, he also introduced several groundbreaking, sorry, not this one. He also introduced several groundbreaking innovations of his own. So he did invent a lot of things. And then straight away it talks about his newly. His newly is an adverb requiring a verb. All of them are verbs. So he did something new. What did he talk about? Just talked about his own inventions, his own innovations. So he will not have purchased something. He will not have acquired something. Eliminated. Again, talking about mid-1900s, so very, very old time. Copyrighted theoretical Turing machine. It's not making sense over here. Why? Because device is making more sense. Device with a C is electronic device, like a laptop, like a mobile. But device with an S means inventing something, making something. I devised the formula. He devised the new invention. So that is where device, meaning of the word, is going to help you. And how is it all related? To your vocabulary, to your grammar. Did you see any question where we have not applied any of those? Every question will require you to apply some grammar, some vocabulary, If you don't know the vocabulary, you will get confused. If you don't know the grammar, you will get confused. So it's an application of all the things and as well as your reading skills. So we applied all of them together, and it is talking about old time copyright, intellectual properties. Those time it did not make sense. So I will choose device because it is just talking about, in the previous sentence, several groundbreaking innovations of his own. So he'd made a lot of new inventions. So this is what context-based questions are. You have to get into the text. You have to understand what the context is telling you. No gut feeling, no wrong deviations. Now, another type of questions that they put in the exam is the traps. 100% they will put some of the questions like this in the exam. Let me show you. Recently, Indian researchers dashed strong evidence that dolphins found in Indian rivers and coastal waters originate from different regions across the world. We are talking about evidence. Noun. What do you see over here? Strong evidence, adjective and noun combination, right? What do we need here? Indian researchers, it's subject. We need a verb. Definitely we need verb. So all of them are verbs. So with evidence, what is the strongest collocation that you can think about? Find evidence. Yes, that is the strongest one. And straight away, you choose find as the answer. But what you missed over here, you fell into the trap. What you fail to ignore is it is talking about recently Indian researchers, and why have they given three answer options in the past tense and only the one which was set as a trap for you to pick up, and many of them fall into this trap, you lose the answer straight away. Recently means something that has already happened in the past tense. But yeah, why are you choosing a simple present tense even though it is the best collocation? So grammar and collocation both have to be looked at, right? That's why I said it's a comprehensive look. You can't just look at one factor at a time. Finding evidence, yes, I agree, is the strongest collocation, but not in the correct grammar form. So I have to eliminate it, right? And invent evidence. We don't invent evidence. We don't create evidence. And if you look at the meaning, uncover is very close to finding. Uncovered something, you disclose something, you discover something. That is very, very close to finding evidence. And that is why it becomes the correct answer. Avoid the traps. Now, another contextual trap I'll show you in the very same question. These findings dash the long-standing theory that these dolphins are native exclusively to India. So many of you, what you do is findings always prove, you go for proof, right? But what you fail to understand over here is the context. This particular sentence is telling you that they come from different regions across the world, whereas this sentence is telling you that they are natively exclusive to this country. Are they not talking about opposite things, contradictory things? So prove and indicate, which are the positive words, can be eliminated straight away. Only contradict can fit. False is not in the correct grammar form. Maybe falsified, the long-standing theory, could have been used, but not in the correct grammar form. So I eliminate that, and contradict is the best word because these two sentences are talking about opposite things. Many a times what they will do is they will put a word like over here, they will put a word like but, however, then you will clearly have an indication that it is going to talk about some contrasting information. But even if they do not put that kind of word, those kind of conjunctions, if you see the meaning is telling you that, then straight away you know that prove and indicate will not be the answers, only contradict will fit. Right, let's move to the next tip. Very, very important tip again. Vocabulary. Vocabulary just does not mean the word meanings. How to use those words. Sometimes you get confused. You don't know how to use those words. I'll show you two very simple examples. A truly dash idea. I'll show you the grammar pattern. Article is used with a noun, and before noun you put an adjective. So all of them are adjectives, and before adjectives adverbs are allowed. Adverb describing the adjective in this case. So again, simple grammar pattern, and then you see this was the subject, which is the noun, this is the verb, and the remaining part of the sentence becomes the object. We can go into the detail. So this will become the verb, then you see a preposition, and then the remaining part of the sentences. I'll remove that. So what we are trying to talk about, we are trying to talk about idea. Talented, mastermind. Do we use it with physical things? We use it with people. Talented, he's a talented person, he's a mastermind of something. So straight away you will have to eliminate these two. Even though it fits with the meaning, this is not the correct usage, right? So you don't use certain words with certain type of things like living things, non-living things. That's the one. Inspired, an truly inspired idea. Idea by itself will not be inspired. Okay, it will inspire someone or inspired by something. So what we are missing over here, a truly inspired someone by someone or by idea is missing over here. That's why we will eliminate that as well. Innovative idea is also a clear collocation. Very innovative idea, very bright idea, very creative idea. All these words are used with idea and it is also making sense. So you can use it with virtual things. Again, innovative person can also be used. So this word innovative can be used with both non-living things and living things. That is also part of your vocabulary. So next one, Tom is a very beautiful or dash context as well as vocabulary. Who likes to work, who likes to, let's cut this out, typing mistake, sorry, who likes to invent new technologies or who likes to work on new technologies. So Tom is a dash person or dash man. What is the context telling you? Like he's like scientific, right? So which one can we eliminate? Beautiful, first of all, Tom is a man, so it can't be beautiful, it has to be handsome. But again, we are not talking about his beauty. So context is suggesting something else. Shrewd means clever, but in a bad way. Shrewd, very bad, clever person, right? So Tom is a very shrewd man who likes to invent new technologies. No context is telling that he's making something bad technologies or adverse technologies. So he's a very smart man. So that's what we are trying to say. He's a smart man and that's why he is very scientific or works with technologies. So that's how you use or associate the words. The sentence itself will tell you, the passage itself will tell you. No need to understand the deeper meaning of those words, just how to use those words. Sometimes the context will tell you. Sometimes the word, how they are used, will also tell you. So that's what vocabulary, collocation, grammar collectively means. And then avoid the traps. Avoid your gut feeling unless it is correct. How you can improve your gut feeling? Improving these things. Automatically the gut feeling, the inner feeling will start telling you the correct things. But on day one, if you think and if you know that your gut feeling is giving you the wrong answers, then you 100% know that I need to improve these things first. Otherwise, the gut feeling will not be able to help me within the short amount of time that is given for me in the PT exam for the reading module. Right, grammar part, I told you I will touch base with the grammar again. Subject, verb, object is something that I wanted to show you with a clear example. When water is left untouched, it eventually vanishes due to heat. Simple process. The dash liquid molecules move into a gas phase. So what do you see over here? Molecules is a noun over here, which becomes the subject right at the beginning. And what did I tell you? Liquid is also describing. Multiple adjectives can be used in front of a noun. Okay. Another adjective or adverb can only fit here. So what are we talking about? We are talking about heat. So it won't be cold or frozen or furious. Furious. Why will the liquid molecules be furious? Very angry. So you see the grammar pattern. Before subjects and objects are always nouns or pronouns. I'll write it down for you. Objects are also nouns or pronouns. And verb is always verb. So what do we see over here? Move. The dash liquid molecules move. This becomes the verb and later part is the object. So this is what I'm trying to tell you. If you see the blank in the first part of the question, try to see where it is used. I see an article, so I need to identify a noun. Where do I see a noun? I see the noun over here. Which type of word is coming before? It's describing the noun, so it will be adjective. Okay, which type of word can fit before an adjective and after an article? It can only be adverb or another adjective. So I see the answer options. All of them are adjectives. Okay, now apply context. The context is telling me about vanishes due to heat. So cold and frozen eliminated straight away. Furious, angerness is not making sense. The only answer option is hot. And as soon as that you realize that, you can straight away. And all these things will happen in fraction of a second when you have mastered these techniques. Okay, initially it will take time. You keep doing it and you will start figuring it out. Okay, next one. Okay, I think there is some more typo mistake. This is the process in which a liquid is dashed into a gas. Liquid is, now what do we know after is? We need an ing or verb ed, which is verb 3. So do we see any single verb like we once? We can eliminate these. And what is the context telling us? It is telling about the water gets heated, and then it is talking about an action. So process in which a liquid is a liquid, article and noun. This becomes your subject, this becomes your verb, and the later part will become your object, subject, verb, object in active voice. We're only talking about active voice. In passive voice, it will be opposite, object, verb, and subject. So Tom plays football is in the active voice. Football is being played by Tom will become the passive voice, right? Then the gas molecules, then again the article, molecules, which is the noun, becomes the subject. Gas, again adjective coming before a noun. Then what? Again we need what? Verb. We need verb, subject, verb, object. So again we see all of them are verbs. In reading fill in the blanks especially, this is very, very useful technique where you have to drag and drop. So you only look at the word options which fit the grammar type. In this case, it is verb. So in reading, writing, fill in the blanks, which is drop down, you also have to apply more context, more meaningful. So then what happens? The gas molecules then dash into clouds, move to clouds, travels, molecule, subject, verb, agreement, eliminated, goes, again subject, verb, eliminated. So plural subject requires singular verb. So we only look at move and transform. Move into clouds or transform into cloud. We are talking about conversion process, right? So, or converted is converted, which was the correct answer in this case. So it will transform. Once it is converted, transformed, same meaning, synonyms. So that's why we choose transform as the correct answer, and that's how we solve the questions. Couple of more things before we end up. Time management is very important, but you can only improve the time management once you have improved your gut feeling, which can only come with the steps of reading every single day, reading as much as material. ScienceDaily.com is a very useful website that can help you to prepare for the PT related questions and passages. And then if you like reading books, novels, just keep on reading, improve your comprehension skills. Second thing is grammar, vocabulary, everything has to come together to help you in your reading module. Now, not to ignore, sometimes you also encounter these type of question where you are seeing confusing words. You look at this guy, how confused is he? The course dash that you have completed all the subjects of the child care education. Sure, unsure, ensures, insures. Oh, everything is sounding similar to me. For people who are not very strong in vocabulary, they get confused easily. The course sure that, unsure that will partly apply grammar over here. So article and noun is over here, subject is in the singular form. So we have only to choose the verb in the plural form. So we have to choose either ensures or uninsures. So sure and unsure can be eliminated because they are not fitting grammatically. Are we talking about insuring something? Insure is related to insurance, risk factor. But over here we are talking about ensures. The course ensures that you have completed all the subjects of the child care education in this case. Right, and as I told you, once you become a fast reader through the skim reading, through lots of reading, only then you will be able to read between the lines. You will be able to only browse through the meaningful words that are given in the longer passages, and then you will be able to read very, very quickly, solve the questions very, very quickly. I'm very sure after this video, this will give you a lot of motivation, a lot of techniques to crack the PTE reading module, especially the reading fill in the blanks type of questions with a guarantee. Okay, just start on these techniques and then you will do wonders, just like Tejas, who started in 60s but went on to manage to a 90 score, all on his own, just provided with this guidance, and he was able to do it. So if you still need PT course live classes with us, do WhatsApp us or Telegram us. We will provide you unlimited classes until you succeed with all the portal access, all the goodies. And if you are interested in the ebooks, we provide two types of memberships on our channel, Priority and VIP. In Priority, you get the most repeated questions ebook, whereas in VIP, you also get the repeated questions ebook, you get the vocabulary ebook, the spellings, the templates ebooks, and exclusive access to member-only videos as well. And in the meantime, if you have not watched the video that we recently published on the 5 secret changes that are happening in the PT reading module, especially related to the fill in the blanks questions, go and watch it now. And keep watching Edutrainex, and I'll soon be back with another super informative video on PT topics. See you soon.